Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the World of Fandom Fight. I am your host, the King, Caleb Coho, here with Brooklyn, the Black Lantern Veil, on the desk with a match of two guys who are coming back off of losses. Full Metal Geek, not Fandom. Should we run Brooklyn? Should I run that back? Or, never mind.
You should probably run that back. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll do it live. We'll do it
live. But it's Full Metal Geek. Brooklyn and I are on the desk, and we have a battle of two 0-1s here today. Malcolm the Crusher Lay and Tim T.M. Smith back going at it. It's kind of a battle of two TV throwdown heads here. The guys that make a division that me and you may or may not be playing in or have played in, or what time is soon. So this is kind of a tables have turned match. What do you think?
I think it's going to be really interesting. Both competitors have niche strengths. Malcolm being a very Wizarding World sort of person, whereas Tim is known for being one of the few Star Trek fans of the geek realm, I would say. But I think it should be really interesting.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and get some words from our players tonight, starting with the commissioner of Multiplex, T.M. Smith. Tim, how do you feel about your chances in this match tonight, and how do you feel about the match overall?
Well, it's good being back for my one last match here in Fandom Fights, Caleb. It's good to have you as a host. I am so happy to. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, what? Wait, what? How the fuck did that happen? Okay. Apparently, we are in Full Metal Geek. Great. I forget what happened in this multiverse universal time, Caleb, but I am doing great. How are you?
You know, I'm doing pretty good. How do you feel about playing Malcolm tonight?
Oh, I'm playing Malcolm. Oh, well, this ought to be pretty good. We do TV together over at Multiplex, so it's going to be interesting to see how we do here. We've been really busy getting the TV ramped up for the finals here to get ready for Mayhem at the Multiplex coming soon. So it's going to be interesting. Both of us have not studied worth a damn. This is going to be more comical than anything.
All right. Interesting. We'll go over to our other competitor, Malcolm. Do you feel the same way as your TV co-head, Tim, or are you going to kick the shit out of him tonight?
I'm here to have fun, and like Tim's a good guy, and it's like, as he said, like I've been busy doing Full Metal Random and all that. Luckily, a lot of the Full Metal Randoms recently have been geek-related properties like Harry Potter, MCU, Spider-Man. So in that, I may absorb some of that knowledge myself. But you know, I'm just here to have fun and just see what happens.
All right. Well, with that, we'll get right into round number one. It works like this. You're going to get 10 questions worth 1 point apiece from 10 different areas within the realm of Full Metal Geek. Should you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number one?
Tim.
Yes. This is Fandom Fights, right? So we have Fast and the Furious.
Sorry, that is not the case. Different distributor, different channel, different series.
Fuck!
But what you do have is your first question in the category of the MCU, and your question is thus: what item are the Avengers trying to retrieve from Strucker's base at the start of Avengers: Age of Ultron?
Avengers: Age of Ultron, whenever I first saw it, was here. After every rewatch, it got lower, 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 and lower. It is now one of the worst MCU films ever.
You're on a league that thinks it is one of the best, so Robert will come and find you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Tim.
At least 3 out of 4 of us have seen all of the Middle-earth movies. Loki's staff.
That is correct. And Malcolm.
Loki's staff.
That is correct.
All right, gentlemen, question number 2. It is the Wizarding World. What's the name of the small village that Hogwarts students visit in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? I think this is generally deemed a fan favorite amongst the community.
I think most people think this is the best one. I personally rank it at number 3.
I think it's not as good as Chamber of Secrets. My favorite.
Oof, that's my least favorite. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Malcolm this time.
Hogsmeade.
That is correct. And Tim?
Hogsmeade.
That is correct. Remember the times when Tim Smith said Harry Potter sucked, and then he watched them? All right. Your third question is in the categories of heroes/villains. Who plays Kira, Han's friend, who works for Crimson Dawn in Solo, a Star Wars story?
God damn it. Now I gotta reset the counter. You mean, the 0 days of now not talking about Star Wars? Because everybody talks about Star Wars.
You know what's a really great movie? The Last Jedi. 5, 4,
Go
3,
fuck yourself.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim. Tim Smith.
Amelia Clark.
That is correct. And Malcolm.
Amelia Clark.
That is correct. Perfect through 3 so far.
All right, gentlemen. Question number 4. That is in the category of Star Trek. Star Trek. What shape is the Borg's giant ship in Star Trek First Contact?
I'm going to reiterate a question that Tim Bracala asked me last night. Is the Borg Queen hot?
Now, are you talking about the initial one or the one that goes into...
all we have is the Borg ship. The Borg's giant ship. That's all I can tell you. Is the Borg Queen hot? The jury's still out. 5, 4.
I don't think I need to know that answer.
2, 1. Is Cade swole? Pens down. We'll start with Malcolm.
Is it donut shaped?
That is incorrect. And Tim?
I do believe the main ship was a cube shape, then it went into a sphere shape when it went into the temporal anomaly.
Cube is correct for a point.
Get that lead.
Through 4. Your fifth question comes in the category of Middle Earth. Middle Earth. What year birthday was Bilbo celebrating at his party in The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring?
The only one that Caleb Coho had seen.
This is also one that I have seen. Also want to let our competitors know that our sandwich of the day is going to be a Vietnamese banh mi made of some really nice tofu and a very nice pickled ginger slaw.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm a very picky eater. I would hate that. Pens down, and we'll start with Tim.
I'm really hoping I hit it so I don't have to have that sandwich. 111th birthday.
That is correct for a point. And Malcolm.
111th.
Is correct. Tim maintains the 1-point lead.
All right, gentlemen, question number 6. It is in the category of directors and composers. Who directed The Rocketeer? I would say probably a divisive film. I know on Family Guy, they think it's awful.
I know that in fandom, this is a Disney live-action film.
And it's very good.
I think it's been asked about. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Malcolm.
Thank you, Matthew Coons, but it's Joe Johnson.
That is correct. And Tim Smith.
Joe Johnson.
Still perfect through 6. All right. Your 7th question comes in the category of quotes. What Worlds of DC hero said, "It's not about deserve. It's about what you believe. And I believe in love." Quotes are always really fun because then you get asked to repeat them like 30 times and then someone will say the wrong thing that you're looking for, but they'll be on the right track. It's just so fun.
I think quotes are often the highlights of characters. I think what they often go back to and how they remember that character.
My favorite part of screenplays. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Tim.
Wonder Woman.
That is correct. And Malcolm.
Wonder Woman.
That's correct. Tim Smith, perfect through 7 still.
All right, your 8th question, gentlemen, is in the category of mixed bag. These are films outside of the MBCEU VWXYZ. Which Superman film does Christopher Reeve have a story credit on? Yikes.
There's a lot of really interesting trivia behind the scenes of the Superman franchise as a whole, and this is one of my favorite bits of it.
I like how Full Metal Geek is starting to slowly implement writer questions into their glossary, I guess.
No matter how much Robert bitches about getting them in fandom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Malcolm.
Superman 3.
That is incorrect. And Tim.
Superman Returns.
That is also incorrect. Looking for Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. No perfect rounds here today. All
Then
right.
one nobody likes.
Your ninth question comes in the category of DC. DC. In red, who plays Marvin Boggs, a paranoid colleague of Frank Moses? I have a lot
I love
of
when they say I love when they say the titles of movies and films. What I need to be is Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
I love that joke. We'll go 5.
Repeat, because I need to find a new pen.
That is Tim. Repeat. All right. In red, who plays Marvin Boggs, a paranoid colleague of Frank Moses? As I was saying, Brooklyn, I have a lot of paranoid colleagues, namely this one guy that I hang out with on calls a lot. Yeah. And you don't know which one I'm talking about because I got like 4.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'll go to Tim first.
Start with Tim.
I had Mila or I couldn't remember his damn name. Go ahead.
It's incorrect. And Malcolm.
Morgan Freeman.
It's also incorrect. Looking for John Malkovich.
John
Malkovich.
The Russian has been cussed.
I could think of his last name, but I could not think it was John. Sorry.
All right, gentlemen, and your final question comes from the category of Marvel. These are Marvel films that are outside of the MCU. How does Deadpool pay for cab rides from Dopinder in Deadpool? This is one of few comic book films that my wife actually really enjoys.
This movie is super, super fun, and I think for the dialogue alone, it missed out on an adapted screenplay nomination. They deserved it. Should have gotten it, but didn't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Malcolm.
Hugs.
That's incorrect. And Tim.
Was it tips about the cab driver's girlfriend troubles?
That is incorrect. Looking for high fives. High fives.
Oh.
All right. So at the end of round number 1, Tim maintains the lead 7 to Malcolm 6. But anything can happen as we get into round number 2, which is the wheel round. You're just going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheelside.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt for multiple choice, but it devalues the point down to being worth 1. On the category, your categories on the wheel tonight are Wizarding World, Star Trek. Whoa. Wizarding World, Star Trek, DC, quotes, Worlds of DC, Heroes/Villains, MCU, Mixed Bag, Hero's Choice, and Villain's Choice. Tim, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Malcolm?
Let's go first. Why not?
All right, so your spin at the wheel is away. And it lands on the category of quotes. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Well, let's spin again.
All right, spinning again. You're stuck with whatever you land on this time, and it lands on Heroes/Villains. Heroes/Villains. I'll go ahead and give you your questions in Heroes/Villains, so then you don't have to take the wheel down, Brooklyn.
Okay.
All right. Your first question, Tim, in the category of Heroes/Villains. Which DC villain does a magic trick where he makes a pencil disappear?
The Joker.
That's correct for 2 points. Who plays Police Captain Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man?
Dennis Leary.
2 more points. Your third question. In Men in Black 2, what color is the evil Serlena's spaceship?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, red, B, blue, C, gold, or D, green.
I'm going to go gold.
That is correct for a point. Your fourth question in Heroes/Villains. What is the name of the rebel pilot who stubbornly says, "I can hold it," before his death during the Death Star battle in A New Hope?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Porkins, B, Biggs, C, Hobie, or D, Jansen.
Was it Biggs?
That is incorrect. Malcolm, the chance for a 1-point steal.
Was it Porkins?
It is Porkins for the 1-point steal. All right, and Tim, your last question in the category of hero/villains. Which Harry Potter film features a villainous character named Corbin Yaxley?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Prisoner of Azkaban, B, Goblet of Fire, C, Order of the Phoenix, or D, Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Can you repeat the multiple choice options again?
I can indeed. Your options are A, Prisoner of Azkaban, B, Goblet of Fire, C, Order of the Phoenix, or D, Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Deathly Hallows Part 1.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, so at the end of that round, Tim gets himself up to 13 points, but Malcolm got that steal, getting him up to 7. Malcolm, we're going to get a chance to spin out the wheel now. We'll just spin is away.
Your message when I got in the shed.
It's all good.
So anytime you want food, just call work and tell them to put me on the phone.
Wizarding World.
So I don't check my phone.
Wizarding
so
World.
especially
That's how this match ends.
Keely. And as I'm sitting out there smoking a cigarette and having a drink, I seen the message.
For the sake of Harley and editing it himself, so that way we don't have to hear what Tim's talking about.
I figured that's how this match is going to end.
All right. 13.
Sorry. Roommate was knocking on the door.
There you go.
All right. Wizarding World.
It's Wizarding World, and Malcolm is going to keep that. Shockingly,
I would imagine.
Shockingly, I know.
All right, Mr. Malcolm, your first question in the category of Wizarding World. Which of Harry's friends is played by Devin Murray?
Seamus Finnegan.
That's correct for 2 points. What Gryffindor boy is attempting to date Hermione in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince? Looking for the full name.
Cormac McLagan.
That's correct for 2 points. What chess piece was Harry in the giant wizard chess battle in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, knight, B, pawn, C, bishop, or D, rook.
Bishop.
Correct for 1 point. Ties things up as we go into question number 4. What was the name of the long-lost Lestrange child that people believed was Credence in Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald?
I should have rewatched this. Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Falco, B, Bernid, C, Regula, or D, Corvus.
D.
That is correct for 1 point.
Tying the game there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're good. Tied it up.
Okay. Sorry. Question number 5. What does Parvati's Bogart... Let me try that again. In your final question in the category of Wizarding World, what does Parvati's Bogart shapeshift into in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, werewolf, B, spider, C, Death Eater, or D, snake.
Snake.
That is correct for a point.
And with that, Malcolm takes the lead 14-13 as we get into round number 3, which is the, well, I don't even know if there's a name for the round, but it's another, we're bringing up another wheel for you. You're each going to get a chance to spin the wheel for your category. You'll spin whatever lands on. Have that for your 2-point question. You spin again, your 3-point again for your 5. You will go back and forth or until someone gets the lead. And you do have 1 respin at any time during this round, but you only get to respin it once, and you don't get to do it on every question, just once. All right, so Tim, you are behind. We will start with you for your first spin.
Oh, let's apply those wheel changes first.
Yeah, and maybe prime it. Give that sucker a few spoons. So it's all
give this a prime first.
Yeah. All right.
That is the prime. Your spin will be in.
All right, first spin, Tim. Your 2-point question will come in the category of Middle Earth. Would you like to keep that for 2 points or spin again?
We'll keep it.
All right. Your 2-point question in the category of Middle Earth. What was the name of the city near Erebor that was ravaged by Smaug in the prologue of The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey?
The City of Dale.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead. So we pick back over to Malcolm, your spin for your 2-point question. Which will come in the category of DC. Would you like to keep it or respin?
Oh, I'll keep it.
All right, Brooklyn, you want to give him this question in DC?
Yes. All right, your 2-point question, Malcolm, in the category of DC. At the end of The Dark Knight Rises, there is a ceremony revealing a statue of whom?
Pete the Christian.
Just
That is your first repeat. The category of DC, your 2-pointer. At the end of The Dark Knight Rises, there is a ceremony revealing a statue of whom?
Jim Gordon?
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
The answer we're looking for is Batman.
Oh, of course it is.
All right, so spinning for your 3-point question. And it is in the category of quotes. Would you like to keep it or respin?
I'll keep it.
All right.
All right, your quote question is as follows. In the 3-pointer quote question, what Middle-earth character said, "I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone"?
Arwen?
That is correct for 3 points.
That puts him in the lead 17-15. So, Tim, your spin for your 3-point question is away. And it lands on Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep it or respin?
Yeah, let's use a respin. Why not?
Okay. Your respin of the round is going to be used there then. And it is on the category of... It is Worlds of DC.
Yeah, let's go.
Your 3-point question in Worlds of DC. Who plays King Nereus, Mara's father, in Aquaman?
Oh, is that Dolph Lundgren?
Correct for 3 points. We go back to Malcolm for his 5-point question. If he hits it, it sends it back to Tim to try and win the game. Otherwise, if he misses, Tim will have to answer. And it's in Middle Earth. Malcolm, would you like to keep Middle Earth or respin?
I will respin. I'm kind of scared of the 5-point questions.
Okay.
All right.
Respin. Respin is away. And you'll be getting your 5-point question from Middle Earth. It is. It is Middle Earth.
All right, Malcolm, your 5-point question, and to stay in the game in Middle Earth. In the Fellowship of the Ring, what other name does the Tower of Weathertop go by?
Malcolm needs to hit this to stay in the game.
Still has 2 repeats left.
He does.
Five, 4, 3,
Question.
2. Second repeat. Your 5-pointer in Middle Earth. In Fellowship of the Ring, what other name does the Tower of Weathertop go by? We need an answer in 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
to your final repeat, 5-pointer in Middle-earth. In Fellowship of the Ring, what other name does the Tower of Weathertop go by?
Is it Azeroth?
And your winner, Tim Smith. The answer was Amansul.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
What a match, Brooklyn. That was a really, really close match all the way through. Wow.
As the great YouTuber Aussie Man Reviews has always said, they were stuck in a fuck you, nah, fuck you, nah, fuck you deadlock. And Tim just able to get a few more fuck yous in there.
Absolutely. Final score of 18-17. It should show you how tight this match was. It just comes down to that round 3. We'll go ahead and start with our winner, Tim Smith. You are now 1-1, up to 500. You've got that win under your belt. How do you feel?
It feels good. I figured Malcolm would have hit that to go back to my 5-pointer because I had a feeling that's what it was, but I figured Malcolm would have had that being the big Midwest guy that he is. But, you know, it is how it is. We both just kept it close, one right after the other, round 2 and round 3, and especially round 1. So, felt good. So, we'll come back and see what comes with the next match.
Absolutely. I have no idea what your future holds because I was not supposed to work today. But I can assure you that you have a bright future. You put up 18 points in the match, which is nothing to sneeze at. You had a almost perfect round 1. Just kind of wheels came off a little bit there at the end of round 1, and a really, really strong round. Strong round in Heroes and Villains. So you definitely know your stuff. You didn't miss a question in round 3. So that's something that you can stick in your hat. But yeah, we will see you again hopefully real soon. We'll go over to our unfortunate loser today, Malcolm. Hell of a game with Wizarding World in round 2. Very impressive. All 5 questions hit. 6 for 10 in round 1 is nothing to sneeze at. It just came down to those categories. Spud in round 3, you said it yourself. Middle Earth, the 5-pointers can be a little dicey. How do you feel?
I mean, I feel good. It's like there's just some elements of Middle Earth which I just can't pull, and like with Robert writing 5-point Middle Earth questions, it's easy to get scared of them for that reason alone. But I just blanked on the names. Like as soon as you said, it was like, oh yeah, no, that is like some of those Harry Potter ones. I probably shouldn't have gone to multiple choice, but it was like more of a case of I knew I narrowed it down to 2. I just really could not remember, so I just had to do it just to be sure. Because if I said the wrong one, Tim could have easily stolen them. Maybe I didn't want to take that risk, and which paid off. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? I think you played a really good game. I don't think they're gonna retire you yet. I think you'll be back, hopefully. But yeah, is there anyone you'd be looking to play now that you fall into 0-2? Or
I don't know who's around there. I mean, I'd like to take you on at some stage, Coho. But you might be a little bit too high up the food chain for me to get. But but I'm happy to take on whoever they put me up against next.
It's nice to know you have a death wish. But hey, maybe you can make a kamikaze run for me at some point. We'll see. But yeah, with that, that's going to do it here. We'll throw it up to Brickle for his final thoughts on the match before we get out of here.
I thought it's a great effort by both competitors, both at solid round 1s. I think it was just round 3, that wheel. Even if they wanted to respin, they were stuck with that category. But props to both for a good match.
Absolutely. But that's going to do it for us here at Full Metal Geek. That has been Tim, that has been Malcolm, that has been Brooklyn, I've been Caleb. No Robert or RJ to be found here today, but they're the ones who run this ship and wrote all the lovely questions you get. So yeah, thank you all for watching Full Metal Geek. We will see you guys real soon with another match. I mean, I won't.
Try safely.